The concept is to show African or Black creators. It's to show what did they create, what are their visions. Some are traditionally inspired, which is great because it has meaning to it, but also a lot grow in diverse environments. Some are born in Montreal. How do they view fashion? How is their upbringing or background influence their view as artists?
Iloli means it's beautiful in Bafa, a language spoken in Cameroon, and these bright colors and bold patterns most certainly are. Iloli is an award-winning luxury African fashion brand from Cameroon, and it's being showcased at African Fashion Week happening August 22nd to 25th right here in the city.
I actually started African Fashion Week in Edmonton, Alberta, when I moved there in 2011. So when I came back in Montreal in 2018, there was no Fashion Week, so I decided to continue it here.
So I co-founded Iloli in 2012 with my two sisters, Dibo and Fesse. When I think back to 2011, 2012, when we launched, I don't think we imagined that we're actually creating like a business. So we just started. And so it was a lot of experimentation. It was having lots of fun with it. I'm really thinking through, what do I want to wear? What do people around me want to wear? Like if I think about the Iloli man or the Iloli woman, who are they? So I imagine this person who's living this really vibrant life. You love to travel, you love connecting with music, with art. You're living in a loft somewhere in New York City, right? You're having really the time of your life, and was designing for that man and that woman. And really, I think what we've seen over time is that Iloli, which means it's beautiful, appeals to that woman and that man, but also appeals to my mom and her friends and people who are younger and older. And over time, we've learned that Iloli really appeals to a wider range of people, and that really brings us a lot of joy as we continue to create.
I remember making actually clothes when I was like 5 years old because my mom used to sew and we have a sewing machine at home. So I remember like playing with fabric, the rest of fabric, and making like clothes for like my sister dolls and stuff like that. Like this is from Senegal. It's just, this t-shirt is from Benin. So it's really just to show what is the African fashion look like today. The challenge will be making people understanding that it's for everyone. It's not just for African. We want everybody to come and see how the African creative are today. Mostly the one who are born in Montreal.
My mom is a lawyer, my dad is a professor, but as kids, my mom was also very entrepreneurial. So she had a fashion brand actually, which was like urban African fashion. So we grew up with fashion, with art, with literature, theater at home, the machines. I think that's like, we grew up with that as just part of our lives. And so as sisters, given that we had that shared interest, over time, it just made sense, instead of having, say, 3 fashion brands, let's do one thing together, which has been really incredible because I get to work with my sisters really every day on something which we all care about.
In Montreal, Fariha Naqvi-Mohamed, City News.